So this is honestly the only funnel that you need to implement into your agency or coaching business in order to start flooding your calendar with qualified sales appointments. Now, this is the exact funnel that has helped me scale 2 of my agency offers, both in the home improvement space and the local service business space. And I was able to scale 2 of these offers to 6 figures per month, again, using this exact funnel. As you can see here, some calendar screenshots. My partner here got 50 appointments every single week through this funnel. Here's my calendar here, 297 appointments booked in 90 days. Just last year, I was able to book over 647 appointments, right? Here we got Elias, who's been booking 15 appointments every single day. And here's Krish, who just signed a client on a pay per results deal. So how can you actually implement this funnel? Let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do is define and understand your ideal customer profile and the market that you operate in, right? So you got to be able to understand who it is that you're reaching out to. Without this understanding, your offer, your message is just not going to make sense and it's not going to work. So the first thing you should do is discover your market, right? Really go into your market. And I know I say this in all of my videos, but this is honestly the most important aspect to make this funnel actually work. So you go ahead and you research your market. You try to identify what are their pains, what they tried in the past, where do they want to be both in life and financially, what model systems have they implemented before, why did they not work, what are the problems with what they're currently doing, how can you quantify their success, right? So literally just do as much research as possible into your niche. Then what I want you to do is describe your ideal customer profile, right? And a lot of people miss out on this because they think this is not important. This is a bit useless to just write out your customer profile. But trust me, it has a lot more to do behind the scenes. So what do I mean by that? So let's say you are crafting your outreach message, right? Your email copy, you're building up your website, you're creating content assets, but you don't really have an ideal customer profile in mind, right? So who is it that you're actually writing this to, right? If you don't have your ideal customer profile in mind, then you won't understand who it is that you're essentially writing your message to, right? So this is why it's important to get a Google Doc and to basically describe your ideal customer profile in as much detail as possible, right? And this then will sit in your head. So the next time you go ahead and write out your outreach messages, your website copy, whatever, you're gonna think about that ideal customer profile, right? So this is the first step of this funnel to essentially make this work. Now the traffic here is comprised of 2 different outbound systems, cold emails and cold DMs, and your offer and messaging, right? Your offer and messaging is the inputs that go into these processes, right? And I want you to be able to reach out to 1,500 prospects every single day, right? Now imagine this. Imagine you could reach out to 1,500 people every single day, presenting an offer that you created after researching them deeply, right? That's just powerful. That's just super, super powerful, right? It's going to resonate with people. It's going to resonate with your market, and you're going to have that volume to actually start seeing appointments coming into your calendar just like this every single day, right? So for cold DMs, some of the softwares you can use is colddms.com. I've personally used it for my own cold DM outreach. It's an amazing software. Let me actually show you how it looks. There we go. Right here, you can get a 3-day free trial, and they even have a guarantee that you will close 1 client or they will refund you the first month's payment. So yeah, I've never seen a software as amazing as this, and I've tried a lot of softwares in the past. Now I'm not affiliated with them at any way. I'm just showing you what I'm using personally and what has been working out for me, right? So you don't have to use cold DMs. You can use any other softwares as well. You need an inbox manager, right? Someone who can actually jump in and book people into calls, right? Someone who can actually have conversations with people that respond back to your messages. You need 10 optimized Instagram accounts, and you should aim for a 4% appointment booking rate, right? Again, with cold emails, softwares that I use is Instantly, Apollo to get my leads, and Million Verifier to make sure that my leads are verified and I can actually email them. Again, you have to have an inbox manager for this, because if you are going to be sending large amounts of volume, right, you do not want to place I guess, the responsibility on yourself as a busy business owner to reply to people on time, right? So you need to have an inbox manager to respond to people literally within the first 5 minutes of them responding back to your email, right? This is the game. You just have to play with it. So hire an inbox manager for your cold emails. Now you can use someone to do your cold emails and cold DMs. That's totally fine. But sometimes I find that one appointment setter or inbox manager sometimes cannot handle all the volume that is going to be coming in. So I'd prefer you have two. 40 sending accounts, right? So set up 40 sending accounts. By sending accounts means one email inbox, right? And you need to aim for a 0.5% appointment booking rate, right? So let's look at the numbers here. If you're sending 20,000 emails every single month, that's going to be 100 appointments booked into your calendar per month. Now, I'm not going to be an optimist and say all of them are going to be super qualified and all of them will show up, but I can assure you that at least 30 to 40 of these appointments are going to be qualified and are going to show up to the call, right? And if you can close at least one person, one or two people, right, you are already making 5-10K per month, right? Or even more than that. Same with DMs, right? 500 daily messages. You're going to have 100 conversations per day. That's 200 appointments per month. Now, again, I'm not being an optimist and saying all of these appointments are going to be amazing. Maybe 60 of them would be actually qualified. So in turn, you are going to be taking almost 100 calls every single month, right? Do you imagine how crazy that is, right? Do you imagine what it can do for you and your business, right? And the only thing stopping you from getting there is this, right? You just need to know how to set up these outbound systems. And I'm showing you exactly the process that you need to follow in order to do that, right? And to repeat myself, just have softwares, right? Cold DMs for Instagram DMs. There's also Facebook, LinkedIn softwares that you can find. For emails, use Instantly, use Apollo to get your leads, use Million Verifier to verify your leads, right? Hire inbox managers, have 40 sending accounts on your emails, have 10 optimized Instagram accounts for your cold DMs, and start sending messages, right? And the brain of this system, let's say this is the beating heart, right? I put a heart GIF here. This stuff here is the beating heart of your system. The actual brains of your system is you constantly iterating your offer and your messaging, right? I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, right? I'm not saying that once you install this funnel, it's going to be super perfect for you and you're going to be booking so many appointments. It's going to take some time for you to iterate your offer and your messaging to find that golden sort of mark where your prospects read your message and they kind of resonate with it and they want to jump on a call with you, right? So constant iteration and messaging, and once you find something that works, you can scale it up and you can sit back and you can watch appointments roll into your calendar. So this is the traffic, the top of funnel side of things, right? Cold emails, cold DMs, and your offer and messaging. The next thing is relationship building, right? You want to have SEO optimized YouTube content. These days, if you come to me and tell me, hey, I don't want to do YouTube content, I'm going to look you dead in the eyes and then I'm going to turn away and not say anything. Because if you are a business owner today, you have to have YouTube content. That's just the game, right? People don't trust people these days, especially on the internet, right? So for you to be able to build that trust on the back end, you need to be posting SEO optimized YouTube content. What do I mean by that? Is content that is problem solving, that you show your systems to, right? Case studies, how-tos, right? How to run Facebook ads, how this Facebook ad system got my client X, Y, and Z, right? How to set up a pixel and make sure it works, right? Things that your ideal clients would actually watch, right? And what this does is essentially once you post that YouTube content, let's say once a week, bare minimum, right? You can repurpose that into your Twitter or X giveaways, like content assets. Say like, I just made a training video on XYZ on how to run Facebook ads. DM me if you want access to it, right? And this is how you can generate leads on Twitter or X. LinkedIn posts, same thing, right? You could post, I just made a full breakdown on how to do XYZ. Reach out to me and I'll send that over to you, or just send them over to your YouTube channel. You can also repurpose into short form content and start posting reels, right, on your outreach profiles, You can post reels on your main profile. You can post reels on TikTok, right? The idea here is to have an omni-channel presence. And why that is because when we reach out to people, right, people are naturally going to be skeptical of your message, right? People are just naturally going to be skeptical of your message. Let's look at Barry here, right? Barry receives your DM. He's not going to reply to your DM right away. He's going to go into your profile, right? He's going to check out your profile. Then he's going to go find you on Google, like YouTube, let's say. Then he's going to look into maybe other platforms such as Twitter or LinkedIn. And then he's going to come back to you and actually respond back to you, right? So this is what you need to, basically keep in mind. The people don't just receive messages and reply instantly to it. They do their due diligence before working with you or booking a call with you. And that's by searching you up on the internet to actually see whether you are a real person, right? So this is why this is important. For my pre-call nurturing sequences, I also implement this, right? Whenever someone books a call with me, I try to send them to my YouTube channel. I try to send them or connect with them on LinkedIn so they can see my LinkedIn posts. I try to find them on Twitter or X. And then I also try to, send them to any group that I want to send them to, right? Or share content assets as well. So this part is focused on relationship building, right? This part is focused on that sort of step, right, in between where a prospect is a stranger to when a prospect receives your message, and then they go on to stalk you and see whether you're in fact a real person. And then when the prospect actually books a call with you, and before the call, they watch more of your videos to try basically get a better understanding of who you are and what you do and who you help. And then they show up on the call with a halo effect already pre-sold into working with you, or at least the idea of working with you, right? So this is what this step of the funnel does. Then we have the conversion, right? This is the sales call. On the sales call, right, what I focus on is not sales following a script that I found for free on YouTube. I actually try to understand my prospect by asking a couple questions. And then I also want to understand how to communicate the value of what it is I do tailored to their specific situation, right? Not some cookie cutter approach. I take all of my sales calls as if they were consulting calls because I want to basically take my solution and show them how my solution basically fit into their exact situation and basically communicate the value of what it is I do to their specific situation, right, that they mentioned on the call. Let's look at numbers, right? If you're sending 500 DMs per day and having 100 conversations per day through those DMs, that's 5 to 10 calls booked per day, right? That's 40%, let's say, qualified, 20% close rate. You would be expecting to close 4 to 5 clients every single week. Same with cold emails. Let's say 1,000 emails a day, 4% response rate, 3% positive response rate, 30 interested prospects per day, 0.2 appointment booking rate, just to be super conservative, right? I know I said 0.5, but let's just say it's 0.2%. 2 calls booked minimum per day, 10 calls per week, 40 calls per month, 40% qualified rate, 16 qualified calls, 20% close rate, 3 to 4 new clients per month, or 1 new client per week. So if you install 2 of these systems, right, or at least 1, you're going to be getting 1 new client per week. Worst case scenario, 1 new client every single week, right? How crazy is this? This funnel is honestly the only funnel that you should be implementing into your agency or coaching business, right? Forget the fluff out there. Just take a screenshot of this funnel and follow it, right? Again, we had Elias here booking 15 calls every single day through his only DMs, right? He's only been doing DMs on Facebook, right? We got Krish, who signed their first pay-per-lead deal, right? And then we got Elias closing more clients here. And then here's screenshots of my calendars, my partner's calendar as well, just to show you that this stuff actually works if you implement it, right? So what I want you to do, guys, is don't just skip over this video. Don't just go and watch other videos, watch Mr. Beast or anything like that, or whatever it is you do on YouTube. Actually take the action to start thinking about how you can build this funnel into your business, right? But if you don't want to think about it, then I will build this out for you. Just schedule a call in the description below, right? This is a one-on-one sort of program where I basically come into your agency or coaching business and install every single thing for you and install predictable client acquisition systems, right? So if you're interested in working one-on-one with me, make sure to check the link in the description to schedule a one-to-one call with me, and we can see how we could make this work. If you are currently just starting out or doing $0 per month, then join the free community. I literally show you how to get your first 2 to 3 clients under your belt, right? So yeah, this has been the entire outbound funnel that you should implement. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you found value, make sure to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions, I get back to all my comments. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. But apart from that, I will see you guys on the next one tomorrow.